Hello, Americans and other friends and subscribers around the world. We're actually sitting in the Hillbilly headquarters here that starting to rain, or it's been raining out there, man, which is absolutely amazing, man. We need some
temperatures are cool.
Yeah, it's only supposed to get up to 79 today, man. It's
crazy August weather. Love it.
We need some good tin roof sounding, soul refreshing stuff. It's been a long few days. So anyway, we we were going to do the reseller or the
Mountain Junkers.
Man, my mind, I'm telling you, man, I'm just
I'll try and keep them on track.
Yeah, because I'm just like out of it. But thought we'd just do that on Sunday today because we actually start our our fish fences this week, and so we thought we'd do this on Sunday. Obviously, Sunday nights are is the best nights for sales, so there'll be sales that night. Something I wanted to touch base on the you watch some of these videos and people say how that they think it's eBay's put together or whatever fixed, that if you are not active on there, that your sales go down and your activity on your accounts go down, or your account goes down.
Right.
And I believe it
we
because
definitely see it.
Yeah, our
experience it. Yeah.
Which the Idaho Hillbilly, we're running right now. We're running just eBay accounts. We're running 3 eBay accounts right now, right?
Yes.
3,
and then Etsy.
Yeah, and then Etsy, and then a couple of other, some local stuff that we're working on. But obviously with what's been going on around here the last few days, man, I haven't even touched eBay or anything. I did do a little bit of relisting last night. Instantly sold something.
Right.
But
sales have been slow.
Yes, sales have been, and the Idaho Hillbilly had actually dropped a little bit when I started doing Mountain Junkers, because I wasn't paying as much attention to Mountain Junkers.
Or the Idaho Hillbilly.
Yeah, the Idaho Hillbilly done it, and then the other account that I don't put out there for the world, it's been, a little bit. That's one that we're working on for somebody else. But anyway, it actually, we've grown it, so it's kind of hard to tell if it's down. But the Idaho Hillbilly was definitely down. So I think, just for our advice to you is to make sure you're on there every day if possible.
Active,
yeah, man, whether it's relists or even or lists a new at least 1 or 2 new items a day, just to show that you're on there actively doing stuff. Our thing is trying to get it minimum of 10 items per day on. And obviously the last 4 days we haven't. Is it 4 days that all this has been going on? Something like that. Anyway, so I'm gonna go over, man. We didn't like I said, Mountain Junkers, everything's been kind of to the wayside. But I want to go over where we're at of what we've made on there, and all that stuff. And I'm actually going to take the $100 initial, the original $100 that I took and put into it. We are going to take out of that and then use the money that we've made on there is actually going to be the business.
The investment.
Right, so we're going to take our $100 back and get the numbers there, and then keep track. So then this this business, we built it, and it's actually supporting and creating itself. And that's what how we just want to do this one, just to see what we can do with it, man. It's kind of like that guy that did the dollar thing,
Yeah,
And somebody just emailed me, and I haven't got a chance to read it, but it commented on one of the things that had started that with just what he could find. And it took him a few months, but he had found something on the sidewalk. Or no, he picked up change on the sidewalk and started with like 89 cents or something and built this thing up and was up to like $500.
I didn't see that message.
I haven't got. Yeah, I got to go back and do it. So man, I just have. We have, man, in all our comments on all the videos and stuff, man. We're gonna try to. I mean, there's hours of. Man, thank you for everybody's support through this whole ordeal.
Thank you.
But so anyway, so I'm gonna go first. I'll tell you what we sold in the last I guess 6 days or something like that. Like 4, I haven't been on there. We sold a I don't got the stuff here. I ain't gonna show it, but we sold that Volkswagen manual for $29.95. After fees, that was free shipping?
Yes.
Okay, so after fees and shipping, it's $19.46 profit, money made after shipping and everything. Then the other thing we sold it within I put that bear trap spring, which isn't that kind of crazy. But that bear trap spring I put on and listed it for, I probably should have put more because it sold so fast. Within 4 hours it sold. I put it on for $149.95 and plus shipping. And so after fees, we ended up making $112.46 on that trap spring.
Not bad.
That's not too shabby. And then the only other thing that we sold was a Kubota tractor manual for $16.95.
Shipped.
Yep,
So that was free
shipping. So free shipping, and then after shipping and eBay fees and PayPal fees and all that crap, $9.71. All right, so that's only 3 things in the last 6 days on there. So we're gonna have some stuff on today, but man, we're slow and easy today.
Yeah.
And Miss Kitty's birthday was yesterday, so we're kind of taking it easy for that too. But and then didn't have bear steaks last night. We had pizza.
I love pizza.
After dealing with it all day, man, the last thing I wanted to do was do that. But anyway, okay, so out of the $100 that we put into Mountain Junkers from the beginning, after the stuff we've bought, subtracted down, it leaves $51.86. So that everything that we still have listed and the stuff we've sold, out of that initial $100, we still have $51.86. Or no, we still, man, dude, I'm telling you, you should be doing this. I'm out of it. No, we've spent $51.86, so we have just under $50 left. I'm gonna do all this math when I'm not on this camera, so I'm just gonna give you numbers here. What we have made, not minus, and this is the bear trap is added in here, and the Volkswagen manual, but the Kubota tractor manual is not, so this number will go up a little bit. But what we have made after fees, and all the ship, when everything's done, at this point, off of that $51.86 investment, we've made $187.42. So that's not too bad.
No.
We're
and we
just
still
about
have inventory.
Yeah, we still have lots of inventory
that's been paid for.
Right, and we actually still have some stuff to list that we've bought with that money. So what I'm going to do, and like I said, I'm not going to do the math right now because
it would come out wrong.
Yeah, I'd get whacked out, man. But so what I'm going to do is that $51.86, I'm going to take off of the $187.42 and correct those numbers, and then add this other cell in there, and that number, so when I give myself back the $51.86 and put it back with the 40-something dollars, I'll have my $100 back in my pocket. So then Mountain Junkers, I will have nothing out of pocket invested. We will be using the money that we have made from that, so it will be totally self-supporting, and that's how we're going to go from there, and then see where we can take it from there. So that's where we're at on that, man. And then anything else I was talking about, touching on that other than your questions?
I didn't look at your list of subjects.
I don't have any list, I don't think. Okay. So Miss Kitty's got a couple of if you have, if you're doing this eBay with us and you're starting your thing, you have some questions, like I said, you can, it's in the description down below. You can either email us or Kai's getting crazy, but email us in the on our private email, or put a Q&A and then ask the question in the comments filled. That way we can answer it for everybody or anybody else that might have that. But we have a couple that we've actually answered already, but we thought we'd put them out there too.
Yep. Okay, the first one, JDK.
JDK.
And this was answered on the comments, but not everybody reads the comments, so we thought we'd. And his question was, what is the reasoning for ending your item in the 95
my
cents?
95 cents. 1995. You know, and that's just all along the advertising thing, the stuff you hear, you know, your whole, you know, any little schooling thing or anything like that you know, I remember going through I don't remember what they called that class it was in junior high or whatever. And, you know, basically it's a mind thing, you know. We did 99 cents all for
ever.
Yeah, for the whole time I started doing flea markets and antique shows at 15 years old, and we always did 99, and that way you can put a few pennies in your pocket, you know, to give them their
penny back.
Yeah, their penny back, you know, because you know, that way if they wanted their penny, most of the time they're all you know, and they just give you, if it's 1995 or 1999, they just give you the $20, you know, or whatever. So, and I didn't ever do at the swap meets and stuff. I never did 95 because I didn't want to carry a pocket full of nickels. So anyway, it's more of a mind thing, you know, just like if you're going out to buy something and it's, you know, it's $100, you know, man, you're like, wow, $100, man. But if it's $99.95 and it's just a brain thing, or, you know, at least I believe this and think this, you know, it's like, well, that's just under $100, you know. So I mean, it's that thinking.
Yeah.
Same thing with $9.95, you know, or $10. You know, you're like, oh, $10. I don't know, man, $10. But if it's $9.95, you're like, well, heck, man, that's not even $10. So that's my own thing. I've done it for over 30 years, and I ain't changing nothing now. But so I like it. I just like the 95, you know, better. So.
Okay, so next one is from A. Boyd, and they ask, what do we do about non-paying customers?
Well, it's...
Yeah, well, there's not a whole lot you can do. You can't force somebody to finish the transaction if they don't have any intentions on it. So we have our account set on the account settings to have an automatic unpaid item assistant.
Yeah, reminder.
And that sends automatic reminders out to the customer when they haven't made payment yet. And it also automatically will open up an unpaid item case against that customer.
After 3 days, I think.
Yeah. And then if they still don't make payment, then eBay will automatically shut the case. So you can do it all manual if you prefer. But we have it set to automatic because sometimes we'll just
be busy
and just forget to open the case or forget to send a reminder. And then if they still don't make payment after the automatic assistant has been opened and it's been open for several days, they will automatically close it. And when it closes, that customer will receive a mark against their account for unpaid item, and the item in your eBay store or your eBay will go into the unsolds, and you have the option to relist it. It does create a problem because then you have merchandise that is sitting on the shelf that you can't do anything with for those 7 days. And then when it gets relisted again, you know, people that maybe had been watching it are like, well, what was wrong with this item? Why was it off the market? Now it's back on the market. So it's never a good situation, but it happens, and
not a ton, but it happens. And then something else that you really want to pay attention to when you do that, especially once you have, you know, like the one account, man, 300, 400, 500 listings. The one thing it does is when after eBay, you know, after you go through the whole process, if they don't pay and all that, and they give you your listing feedback and all that stuff. But it doesn't automatically go over to the unsold. You still have to relist that. You have to go into the sold and scroll down, you know, till you find it. And then you actually have to relist it from the sold, not the unsold.
So it doesn't go into the unsold?
No, it does not. Oh, did you just say it did?
Oh,
no, it doesn't.
I misspoke.
No. See, that's I do most of the
being a partnership,
so.
You know, there's one side that I do, one side that he does, and so that's obviously
But
his
yeah,
side.
it does it. And that actually makes it a... I mean, I know for sure with all this these treasures, all this junk around here, I guarantee that there is stuff, you know, when I finally get the cookhouse and stuff done and we do some swapping, you know, and some reorganizing, I guarantee that we're going to have, you know,
items.
6 or 12 items that we forgot about that, you know, that we thought sold, that they didn't pay, you know, whatever, that we'll end up having to relist down the road, and they'll be so far gone down the list you'd never find them. So, because after 90 days you can't find the stuff anyway. So, but okay.
Okay, the next one, my last one, Home Place Journal. She was asking some shipping questions, and I responded. We had a nice little conversation there in the comment section, and the shipping is really, gosh, it's so important as part of the whole selling online, because if you can't ship, you can't sell.
Yeah, on the roads again. You must not have seen that. Well, actually, that was one of their videos. They didn't really send it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll mention it here in a minute.
But she has been purchasing her shipping labels over the counter at the post office, and her funds are still being held because she's a new eBay seller. But you actually get a small discount on your shipping labels if you purchase them through eBay or PayPal.
And it doesn't cost you to do it.
No, it doesn't cost you any money to purchase.
Because didn't she think that it
cost? Yeah, that it was an added fee,
right? No,
to pay for the eBay service of the shipping, and it's not. And when your funds are being held and you're a new customer, I can't make a blanket statement and say that this is going to be available for everyone because I'm not an eBay expert. But when you purchase your label off of eBay, not PayPal,
and you're
eBay,
a new seller,
and you're a new seller and your funds are being held, there should be an option to pay for that postage after the funds have been released. Because if you're a new seller and you sell something and they're holding your funds, you're going to have to pay out of pocket for the shipping. So do your research and look at that. Pull up that shipping label calculator and look for it. It should be over in you calculate your shipping, it should be down underneath that on the right hand side. If you scroll down a little bit, the option that says pay for shipping after funds have been released. Yeah.
Right, and then they'll lift that thing after, because I don't know that other account, it didn't. I think within 3 months.
I think there's a lot of variables to how that gets lifted. The funds being held, how active you are, how quickly you get your items shipped, item as described. All that kind of stuff.
A real pain.
It is.
We've been through. We've started up quite a few different accounts for people and stuff, and
help the kids get through their
set up the kids and all that. Yeah, exactly. Because we help the kids get theirs going and stuff like that.
And it is frustrating.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, and especially if you end up with a, I don't know if we'd have added that, but end up with a case on top of, if they're holding their money and then that person didn't like what they got. It could be a
mess.
Long, So, man, don't let all that discourage you. Once you get through the, the trial and the more, hey, get out of there. Once you get through that thing, it gets a lot smoother as you go along. They used to not do all that.
Right.
And the reason they do that, and it actually helped us on that, what was it that I bought the whole series?
Oh, it was
Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Man, I thought this is too good to be true. It was the whole seasons, all the seasons of Dukes of Hazzard, brand new seller, and it was all the seasons for $14.95 or something, free shipping. And man, I told,
and he knew.
Yeah, I told Kitty, I said, this is a scam, man. I guarantee this is gonna be a scam.
Yeah.
But the way that eBay does this whole trial thing and stuff, and that being a new account, I knew they were holding the funds, and I knew that eBay protection was going to be protecting me as a buyer, because, man, they protect the buyers way better than they, stand up for the sellers. So I knew I was 100% safe, so I bought it, and 3 weeks goes by, and I'm like, yep, it was supposed to be here, and opened up a case, and when I opened up the case, the seller was already gone, and they gave him my money back, and they'd held it, so it didn't even cost eBay any money, because that guy never, I don't know what he thought he was going to pull, but it didn't work.
Nope.
So they were pretty well on top of that. So other than that, I think that, is that it?
I think for today.
Yep, so we'll do you know, like I said, Sunday nights, man, is our best nights.
Mm-hmm.
We do good on other, you know, some nights. You just never know, man. But Sunday nights, so then
sometimes Tuesdays are great.
You know, so I don't know if we'll end up doing the Mountain Junkers this on Sundays or Mondays. It kind of depends on how the fence job's turning out, and then we gotta go back to northern Idaho and some other stuff like that. So, but yeah, any questions? Put a Q&A in front of it, and man, we'll answer it on the next one.
And good luck with sales.
Yeah, good luck, man.
Yeah.
And man, remember, list, man. It's there's money to be made out there. So good Lord willing, and the creeks don't rise. Back again real soon.